Good morning and welcome to Unitarian Church Evanston. And I use she, her pronouns. I'm to be our associate this morning. Whether this is your spiritual home or you are newly discovering this city, full time together. Strive to be an inclusive and welcoming community, seeking truth in love and nurturing the human spirit for a world made whole. We are guided by principles and values which bind us every moment and through every challenge, that each of us is worthy of love, and we are all connected through the vast and beautiful web of existence. We come together to remember our kinship with one another and hold one another in heart and mind with tenderness and comprehension, and to dedicate ourselves more fully to living our shared values. Welcome to those joining us online. We hope you have your chalices ready. People of all ages are a welcome and important part of our faith community. We are blessed to have children in the sanctuary for the first half of every service, and the entire service is for all ages about once a month, including this service. The nest near the front is our designated area for families with young children, where we have quiet fidget toys and activities and a kid-friendly order of service. We encourage our givers in the nest to help support our young members of the community participate in the service in a respectful and engaged way. Nursery care is available every Sunday in room 11 in the lower level, and access back of the stage. As part of being an inclusive community, we have some important information posted on the screen that will help orient you to UCE and our. We also have a few announcements. Room 6 on Zoom, or hosting another conversation about the possibility of changing our name. Please join us if you haven't attended a conversation yet. Hosting with the Evanston Running Club a blood drive next Saturday, February 7th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in room 3. You can register in the newsletter by using the QR code on the flyer on the board in the lobby. Walk-ins are welcome. There is a critical shortage of type O blood. Please register. The food shelter team invite everyone to join the fun February 8th after the service for our Empty Bowls Super Bowl Sunday event. See Megan at the fast program table after the service today and this Friday's newsletter for more information. We need your free congregation Heart and Arts celebration on February 14th, a truly tasty event. Please see the links for Heart and Arts week's newsletter or on the poster in the lobby, and show your love on Valentine's Day by signing up to bring a dessert, appetizer, or snack to share at the celebration. And now, let us settle in together, gather our attention, share this time of reflection celebration, and inspiration. As we begin our service, quiet and our bodies as we join in beloved community. Welcome. Unitarian Church of Evanston was built on the lands of Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi nations. Once by nomadic tribes who shared the Algonquin culture and language, by 1760, Potawatomi village populated this land. After decades of violent encroachment by the French, British, and then U.S. American settlers, the Potawatomi community were forcibly moved west of the Mississippi River. Also, remember the networks of people, African American ancestors, who built our country's culture and economy, originally forced enslavement and uncompensated labor. Acknowledge the impacts of the intense violence and enslavement, labor, and exploitation, which echoed through the generations and remain a reality today. We offer encouragements one smart toward long solidarity with contemporary communities. We commit ourselves to incorporate these admissions to our lives and our thoughts and actions. Please join in our words of shared commitment. We name these realities with honor for the ancestors, respect for our descendants, and gratitude for the land we use as sacred space. The lovely spirit dancers light our chalice, symbol of our living tradition. Please join in saying the words on the screen by Andrea Hawkins Camper. Blessed are we, the chalice lighters of resistance, justice, love, and faith. Blessed are we, the heretics, the outcasts, the walkers of our own. Blessed are we, the border crossers, the refugees, the saints, poor, workers. Blessed are we, for this our beloved King, and that is who we are.
Anybody from our nest would like to help lead us in our covenant this morning? All right, come on up. Come on. That's fine. That's fine. Nobody else. Okay. You want to say your name?
My name is Charlie. Please visit in our body or spirit, join in the saying words of our covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is our law. And this is to dwell together in peace, to seek the true love, and one another.
Charlie. Before we sing our hymn, you're invited, if you're online, turn to in the chat, say good morning, and those in the sanctuary, say someone that you might not have met. Thank you for being so friendly with one another. Anyone who's new at the hello, you can hear me if you being hello to it and forget somebody phone somewhere. So if this is with the feeling new to the congregation, please stop by the welcome table at the back in front of the large red tablecloth. There's also an informal spot, candle lighting table as you leave the sanctuary after the service, where folks gather just to have a space to welcome each other and continue conversation. Keep building among us as coffee and conversation. If every person in the world. So today's service is about unity and pluralism. Anybody in the nest have any idea what either one of those words mean? I think unity is being together, great, one word of what unity means. And pluralism. Pluralism means you're a particular religion. That's a good example. I heard someone back there, Brian, say there's a place for everyone. So pluralism, what else? What do you think, Charlie? Right. That's so good. So like plural, there's more than one, right? A lot of and variation, right? So do you think, what do you think about being both unified and plural? Is that something we can do? Is that possible? What do you think, Katie?
Possible for church.
It's possible. You're way ahead of me. Good job, Katie. It's possible for church. A place where we can practice doing both of those things, right? Though it's work. You have to listen, you have to be full attention, on to what's next to you. So something we work on here a lot, and we work on it in our community too. We're going to be both plural, doing medium wave. Has anyone ever been in a stadium you've seen the wave? Raise your hand. Right? You kind of don't know where it starts and where it ends, and just like in the ocean, where does one that's in this time where we're and also any. So I'm going to our lively spirit come. Anybody else want to help model congregation to stadium? You this way should be, because you did it. We practiced. So we're gonna, come on up. If you want to come on up, you're welcome to. We got Juliana and Finn coming. We got anybody else welcome to come on up. Because we're going to model for you, right? Good job. How to do the wave. It's fine. We're going to practice it, and we're going to wave, and you're going to do it with us, mirroring what we're going all the way across. We're going to start here, move to that side, and then come back. We'll try that once. See how it goes, and then we might do it once or twice more. So when the wave comes to you, you can raise your hands and lower them, or you can stand up and sit down, right? And model the sitting. So over here. Yeah. The wave is coming. Whoa! That was free. Should we do it one more time? Do wave, and you get a lot of us kind of don't have. Enjoy. All right. And back. Good job, everyone. Very good. So a wave is our interconnection, our oneness, as well as our singularity. As we move and change and progress through the world, we are a wave of love, part of a vast ocean of love coursing through the world, and may it bring about a great sea of compassion. I invite us to now for our time of sharing joy and sorrow. The joy and sorrow that you would like aloud. This book, which is found at the door as you enter the sanctuary, you can send me or Reverend Susan an email or fill out the form found on the homepage of our website. We listen to these offerings with tenderness, with respect. And so center and quiet bodies and minds and our voices during time by taking a breath. I'm going to ring the bell, breathe in, and then we'll let it out slowly. We'll see. These are the joy that are for the service today. Debbie Schaff, please hold my sister's husband in prayer. He had a lung transplant on Monday, has had to go forward back many surgeries since then. Yesterday, an infection was discovered in his lungs. Please hold all people in the healthcare system in prayer for emotional health, encouragement, and strength, and prayers of gratitude for ICU nurses, physicians, and staff who have lost every day. Outpouring of love and support from our UCE community. And in the middle of all this, she had surgery. In the middle of this, they decided to leak the furnace, evacuate their home. Thank you to tell everyone. Thank you to for even the news January 20th, the whole house floating in Illinois. We did evacuate. Remind, minimize gas. Back home, reading, enjoying the, eating the delicious leftovers from the meals. The UCE family has. I really can't everyone enough. And Dana and Ann are sad that a friend and housemate is back to India, but happy that he can find a permanent wife of years. Carla Williams, Reverend Sophia Bencourt, who arrested on Thursday, capital their faith as they protest custody control. You leaders of love and act are inspired bright light for all of us. Maria, they had a wonderful time packing food to feed my starving children with many other UCE yesterday. Larson is happy to have her with us today. Sanctuary, welcome. And joyfully recognizing Jean Durkin on her birthday weekend. Happy birthday, Jean. These concerns of the heart, part of the practice of beloved community. Either at the table we do with we start place, and if you'd like a to you, please raise your hand. we give thanks for the of our love. Please join me in the spirit of prayer and meditation. This is a bit of a breathing meditation for you to contemplate. It's by Batchelder Gordon. Strength of takes on many, just as each has a unique and necessary strength that you bring into the work of love. Now, to drop down into the deep spring of your own and yourself in the strength of the groundwater of a person. And feel free to move in a way that helps you inhabit that sense of being and flowing in spirit. Are you a roll wearing with sheer force of will? Are you a drop of water in a break open step? Are you in great soul practiced at others aloft? Are you tenacious like the mountain stream, way down and every obstacle you still and calm like the break, offering by your shore? Are you in touch, steps pulling them from a soothe like the rise of tea, the rise of tea. Do you dissolve away like water left to soak? Do you soften and smooth like a clear away like a cleanse? Do you roll ebb and flow the ocean wave? You're on the power that is yours. Strength up into your soul. Time together. Many in this community need each your power, each resilience of your love to make us blessed. Our sung response this morning to our meditation, the song Thrive. This day was Holocaust Day, and though this song wasn't written for that remembrance, it does evoke our sense of longing for a world more peaceful and whole. We're going to sing it, and we're also going to dance to it. Our lively spirit dancers are going to lead us, and once again, anybody who'd like to join us, we'll do some simple side to side and movements. You'll be able to follow along with. Feel free to spread out a bit to the aisles if more comfortable. Dance from your seats. Movements are welcome.
As we say each Sunday, service is our law. He is called by our mission, values, and principles to contribute to our to form accountable partnerships and to express gratitude through giving. Today's offering will be shared with Black Lives of Unitarian Universalism, whose mission is to expand the power and capacity you use within Unitarian provide support, information for Black Unitarian Universalists, and justice-making and liberation for Black people through our faith. The video tells about Blue.
Lives of Unitarian, or Blue for short, is an inclusive spiritual community of Black people. We are unapologetically Black, unapologetically spiritual, and unapologetically liberated. Unitarian Universalism invites us to honor many traditions and while grounding in our shared commitment to seek justice and curiosity in this life. While Blue is a Unitarian Universalist community, we invite Black folks who aren't Unitarian Universalists to be part of our Blue spaces as well. Blue started in 2015 when a small group of Black Unitarian Universalists met at the Movement for Black Lives in Ohio. Since then, we've created a thriving community where people can worship together, learn more about justice and organizing, and enjoy getting to know other Black folks who care about the spiritual call to collective liberation. We center queer and trans people in our staff leadership and in our programming. We honor our elders and appreciate the wisdom of our youth. We have meaningful gatherings virtually and in person. During our worship spaces, we often say, "Welcome home." That's because we mean it. We're Blue. Nice to meet you.
You may text to give, mail in a check, put cash in the collection bowls, or give from our website. If you write a check, please indicate in the memo line if your check is for the shared offering or some other giving. The ushers will now come forward to pass the collection bowls down the rows. Please give as generously as you are able, and may what you give bring you joy. Your generosity. Our reading this morning excerpt Pluralism et Unum by Anne Marie Slaughter. In our joyfully yet painfully diverse nation, universalism is rare. Yet it can, indeed must, coexist with pluralism. Our founders envisioned any state. And 50 years later, we should embrace a new American idea, how to be one and many at a time. By definition, pluralism cannot belong to one nation alone. Even one nation, universalism coexist about one at the same time. Our community transcends and have many. Humans come in many shapes, skin colors, cultures, clothes, faiths, and foods. Those differences give rise to relations of like with like. Diversity is the heart of. More profoundly, pluralism recognizes our groupness in the same way that universalism recognizes our separateness as individual human. The 18th century enlighteners who informed the thinking of our founding fathers were all men. The world and the nurturing of deep connection was women's work. That division of labor, their understanding of human nature in a way that can neuroscience, biology, anthropology, sociology, psychology, and natural history all challenge. If we beings consistent with our actual physical and psychological needs, we see that belonging is important as self-realization. A relational identity, member of a family, tribe, community, or chosen group, is as important as our individual identity. Isolation literally kills us. Connection enables us to thrive. That on which we can commitment. While we affirm that all human beings are created equal and enjoy equal rights, we must also establish the responsibilities that come with those rights, the duties that attend our liberties, and the action of competition. With a deeper understanding of nature, pluralism and universalism can balance one another.
want to start by welcoming this morning Cook County Cody Preckwinkle. Thank you for being with us today. We're honored with us. She's the first Black woman to office since and yeah. She's also the second largest county in the country, which I didn't know until I looked that up. It manages our public health and hospital serves. So be with us, and thank you for inviting me this morning. It was very o'clock in the morning. I thought, wow, she must have longer days than I do, even 7 o'clock in the morning, but have you with us. Is a central part of the religious movement as we talking about this. One of our express embracing our differences and commonalities with love, curiosity, and respect. Like any living pluralism talk about than it is to practice. It's within reach in our tiny faith tradition and within our still smaller faith community, as one of our wise children helped understand. Here in Evanston, there are abundant opportunities to learn about other faith traditions and engage in genuine interfaith. I've said it, and I'll say it again, it's the best to be a clergy member, really. But faithfully living our pluralism out in the wider world, holding differences with our common is much, especially in a country by those who seem destroying those. But as we struggle with this core value, let us not forget this moment of does not arise in air. Experiencing in this country is the outcome of centuries of living the lie of white male supremacy. It's sent by Amanda Lear yesterday, titled, "I'm Still America." Maybe you recognize me without my hood up, she writes. I've been brutalized on my street since I was stolen. Children from their block and at residential schools, and locked those girls inside the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. I cracked skulls and Rock Springs slammed at Manzanar Street into dust. I dragged disabled activists out of on the Capitol steps. I came socialists and communists, unionists. I've always cared. Maybe you've never it at you. Before I let Hitler copy my homework, I said law and order and meant I am my own original, one always willing to until you demand in spite of my step of progress from my claim by citizens who love them themselves more than me. I am that has never been yet, but I could be. America is supposed to be a pluralistic nation built on universal rights, but that is a pretty that some are able to say. It's time for all of us to wake up and start demanding what has been promised, to remind, commit to each other that the only way the promise of America will be fulfilled is by each of us creating it plural and universal for each other, for each neighbor, and each community for each community. Reading today article titled Unum, phrase many and from the phrase which reads deep of many is the ideal inspired to live out, to hold the complexity of a multitude of different languages and cultures, races, and religion, make this difference indivisible. The melting pot for decades, the salad or the stew with different components coming together without losing character. It's a lovely, the evidence, the ideal of the melting pot, not just to fulfill a corroding fantasy untended to boil over. The ongoing injustices this country has profited from and been built upon have vastly what was professed to be created by a homogeneous set of land-owning, such ideals of many were and look like, that hardly be surprising we've arrived where we have, fulfilled dangerously narrow hierarchical vision. The fact that we have, as a nation, to fully reckon with our original colonization, genocide, extraction, enslavement, the denial of and liberty for all, the dearth of universal. These sins are the root of our divided, able to manifest its promise, multiplicity or unity. Yet, the story of the over. There's more to it than the hopelessness of this authoritarian regime. Another truth is and has been emerging, one of low joy-filled communities rising in response to the democracy's promise. What is emerging all over are millions of voices, every people providing food and medical and shared action and accompaniment. The masses of people are organized to sing their response, to adapt and transform, to even pray for their oppressors. It is the story of multiplicity and beautiful difference and colorful commonality. Pockets of beloved community are expanding like spores growing out of the earth, scattering and spreading in a powerful network of mutuality. I've been hearing the stories from some of my colleagues who went to Minneapolis last weekend in solidarity with a city under the siege of federal hitmen. I wanted to be there with them very much, but was officiating last Friday in Indianapolis, and it was a joy to be there for our beloved peace on their beautiful day, and yet my mind and heart were also with those joining the mass organized nonviolent resistance in Minneapolis. One doctor was there, and we're happy to tell you more about their experience coming up here. I saw lots of photos and videos. I hope you did too. And I was moved by how the weekend's events came together. The organization that led Minneapolis was March, Faith, Anti-Racism, and Healing. They planned, but over 700 showed up, and 2 Unitarian Universalists. For those math, that's an outsized percentage of our overall tiny number. It makes me proud of you. Of and buttons and hats donated, who Minnesotans didn't trust would know how to dress for the extreme weather. There were nutritious meals with gluten-free and vegan options, and panel discussions and pilgrimages to the sites of George Floyd and Renee. There was an action at the airport where hundreds of faith leaders knelt on the frozen street to pray for collective liberation. Nightmare, support, and as the police slowly led to be served a citation, it's nonviolent protests go, which tragically we count on. There were thousands who showed up at Target headquarters in Minneapolis to sing protest songs, thousands more who marched in the streets again on an emotional day, and still thousands more who filled an arena with their voices of resistance. All of it was organized in a matter of days. All of the bill leaders who have unified over years to organize for freedom and liberation. They came together across to fight for marriage equality, join the Black Lives Matter, show up at Standing Rock and Line 3 to co-create the uprising of George Floyd's murder and response to Operation Metro Surge. This is what interwoven with looks like. Our movement, Unitarianism, both streams of our the root uni or oneness, pointing to God and the one to experience in destiny, or oneness, our inherent interconnection and dependence with all being in the self, is our faith. In and of itself is necessarily good. On Sunday, January 18th afternoon, I was able to MLK service at First Congregational Church. Some of you were there. Some of you were singing. Thank you for that. It was an incredible, and really, that me a blessing of being a faith leader in this community. Our preacher that day was Reverend Damien for our to represent, and is the executive director of San Proctor. Nurtures, sustains, as the African faith powerfully and prophetically in rights and social justice. Reverend Durr stirred us with such prophetic preaching on that Sunday. He started reading from Psalm 1, how very good and pleasant kindred live together in unity. Proceeded to claim as both problem and solution. To clarify, he reminded us that unity can be for both good or evil. Unity can be for creative or unity can be of both love and on to explain. Don't Scott don't get redlining unity. You don't get Jim or Jane without unity or segregation or without unity. Question to pose is not if folks can. The real question is, what are the practices under which people and the galvanize individuals that unify under the fear communication agenda. Must remember that the root of the word fascism means bundle of sticks. Like individual sticks bound together to form one unified bundle is nearly impossible to break. Fascism seeks difference. It amasses power, erasing the evil and a uniformity that destroys difference. Pluralism cannot exist with that kind of unity, but pluralism with a unity bound in love is also strong and vibrant and alive in this world. Unity we assert of much uniform bit multi. It is a universalism with the reality and beauty of each. We aspire to manifest a unity that celebrates difference, knowing it isn't easy. It takes work, willingness to constantly confront the inevitable myopia of our own self-interests. It is holy work to be bound by mutuality and our responsibility to one another and committed to the well-being of all. It is pleasant in unity and plurality, our fullest selves. We need one another, those of many different journeys and perspectives. We need each other to challenge and change, to move and transform, to inspire all of us better, to be passionate, to believe what is good and life-giving for not just an ever few, ever universal we. May we each in our way to aspire to the ideals of pluralism and universalism until all of us and every one of us is truly free and the world is repaired. Amen and blessed be.
As we extinguish the chalice, please join in saying the words on the screen by the Reverend Elizabeth Sell Jones. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Please rise in body or spirit and join in singing our closing hymn.
Our
individual beautiful voices to unite in one chorus of truth, liberation, and love, of division, are overwhelmed and harmed. The world truly comes. Amen. Bless you. Peace, beloveds.